Pour moi, il est jamais mort. Toujours présent, je le vois souvent, il passe des fois à la télé, donc c'est comme s'il était dans un voyage. Et là, je me rends compte que de tout ce qu'il a fait, quoi. Et je découvre aussi des choses, hein, parce qu'il y a des choses que je ne connaissais pas.
Basically, I've been running two labels. The label I've always done since maybe 13, 14 years. I started it with a school friend. It's called Jakarta Records, and it's mostly like hip hop and instrumental music, bass music. After a couple of years, 6 years ago, one of the artists from that label called Blitz the Ambassador played at a big festival in Morocco called Mawazine. And I went along to that festival. I found some records that I really liked from Morocco, by a guy called Fadul. And it was really, really good music, but at the same time, when you try to find out anything about the artist, no matter whether you Googled him in Arabic or in Latin letters, you didn't find anything. Ahmed MALEK was never forgotten to that extent. Like, you could put his name into Google and there was Wikipedia page. That being an indicator that there was still people remembering. But again, like in his case, there was one record that came out in Algeria, published by the Ministry of Culture, which online was really expensive to get and also hard to find. So even in this case, it was more a matter of making the material available again. So yeah, the general motivation of bridging what I think should be the relevance and the attention the music is getting, in fact, state of said relevance, was also, I guess, the same mission. I think in the end he was okay. The third time that I'm here. Usually, whenever I'm on these type of trips, I don't get to see much. Like, I meet old musicians, I meet family, I look for records, I look for tapes. So the classic like things that tourists usually do, I don't. Like, I've been to Cairo maybe 10 times, I've never seen the pyramids. Because I rather spend my time in like some dusty basements looking for records. So yeah, that's usually on these type of trips, it's mostly trying to learn about music, trying to find new music, trying to find old musicians.
I always buy tons of these tapes, and if I look for vinyl, then I usually will have like a portable turntable with me and listen to it at the shop. But for tapes it doesn't work because yeah, you have to even if I would have a Walkman, it doesn't work because it takes too much time. And tapes are really cheap, so I just buy whatever looks kind of interesting to me, and then I listen to it when I'm home. And also because the price for tapes is so low. If some are just shitty, it doesn't matter, then I just put them in a box and give them to someone else.
Malek a été le compositeur de mon troisième film. Il faut dire que pour le cinéma algérien, la composition de la musique des films n'était pas très importante pour les responsables de l'époque. Donc on considérait que c'était secondaire.
Malek avait trouvé en moi que, c'est-à-dire que pour moi, la musique n'était pas une espèce d'accompagnement sonore de situation. C'est-à-dire la musique était un élément aussi important que le son. Il avait vu que quand je travaillais, j'accordais beaucoup d'importance au silence, d'abord dans la bande-son, et puis en même temps, toutes les parties musicales étaient bien précises, c'est-à-dire il n'y avait pas de fioritures en plus et tout. Et c'est ainsi que cette expérience a perduré, parce que par la suite, j'ai fait énormément de films avec lui.
Je me rappelle une fois, j'ai un seul truc qui me reste, c'est une scène de Laïla et les autres. D'ailleurs, il y avait Aïda qui jouait dedans. Et je me rappelle qu'on était dans un bus et qu'il y avait une scène qui devait être filmée dans le bus. Et c'était, je crois, une répétition. J'étais dans le bus avec les acteurs et tout. Et je sais qu'il y avait des gens à l'extérieur qui poussaient le bus pour faire l'impression, tu sais, que le bus était en marche. C'était la technique de l'époque. Apparemment, il fallait faire avec les moyens du bord. Mais ouais, les effets post-production. Et ben c'est ça qui est, c'est le souvenir qu'il y a. Mais sinon, je me rappelle déjà de personnes. Moussa, je me rappelle de lui. Mazar, oui, je me rappelle. Mais précisément de scènes comme ça, non, ça c'est vraiment très, ça remonte.
Malek's music is, I mean, very emotional. It has, because it was supposed to work as soundtrack music, I guess, it always has a notion of melancholia, but it might change to something which is more light, more happy. And at the same time, it's that very unique combination of a lot of different influences ranging from traditional Algerian music to even Brazilian music. There's some clear like bossa patterns to soul funk jazz. So it's a very wide influence that he clearly drew upon, which yeah, a lot of the influences I'm personally interested in as well.
Du temps, il est en voyage, donc c'était assez...
Oui, j'ai vu le documentaire.
Ouais. C'est plutôt, je prends ma valise et je pars, quoi, tu vois. Mais si tu veux, ouais, ça là m'inspire parce que bon, on est toutes les deux sur les photos. Et là, il y a ma maman qui a pris presque toutes les photos de toute l'époque au Japon. Elle l'a prise avec cet appareil-là et elle venait de l'acheter. Donc c'est ma mère qui a pris à peu près toutes les photos au perso. On voit l'amour, on voit la famille, on voit le papa qui était très près de ses filles. Et c'est vrai qu'il était près de nous.
To this point, physically, like in person, I've only met Enya. Maya lives in Canada, so I've never met her in person. Very fun, like Enya is a great person, very energetic and has like a lot of stories to share and tell. So yeah, no, it was a good meeting, and whenever I met her ever since.
On se rend compte du travail qu'il a fait, puis en plus je me rends compte de tous les pays où il est allé, et je me dis waouh, il a vraiment une belle vie. Il a vraiment une belle vie et il a fait ce qu'il a eu envie de faire. Il était à fond dans la musique.
Paloma, our director who made the documentary about Ahmed MALEK, I asked her whether she can recommend a designer, and that was her pick, and I think he's done a really good job. But I didn't know him before. We only met last week when he was in Berlin by coincidence. But yeah, really dope designer. And yeah, was a pleasure to work with him. And I mean, for me, it also made sense to have we have a lot of great designers we work with on Jakarta, but we work on a project about an Algerian musician in Algeria, so I want to have an Algerian designer and not have a German designer do it, because yeah, there's too many talented people here to have to bring someone from outside. Hopefully people will like it, but I don't have a special request of how they are going to perceive it. No. Hopefully there's some people who know the music from back then, and it maybe refreshes some memories of the time, and maybe also have a younger generation also maybe get into it, despite the fact that they might not know about it, but yeah, to each its own.